Hey everyone, Frosty here. Today I wanted to bring y'all a build that I've been really enjoying and I find really best when it comes to the Scorcher loadout, which is what I like to call it. So I really find that this Scorcher loadout and variation puts off a lot of heat on the Terminids. Guys, I'm sure you guys have variations of this build, whether it's changing up the primary stratagems, armor, whatever it might be. Just know that this is something that I've been using and I find a lot of success with this build, and I really wanted to share it with y'all. But if you guys have variations that you guys want to share, please feel free to post it down below, as I try to be very active in the comment sections and talk to you guys about build variations and loadouts of what you guys find to be worthwhile and successful. So don't be afraid to comment down below. But with that being said, let's dive into the build loadout here. So we're going to start off with the primary. I have found a lot of success using the Breaker Incendiary Shotgun. It does very well with clearing out those pesky little Terminids that can be really, really annoying. And the AoE spread with the DOT damage of the flames on here, it does so well for me. Now, I will say that if you are like, I really want my primary to focus more on the medium armor, I have also played around within this build variation the Jar 5 Dominator. This is a solid weapon when taking out the medium armor, and it does a lot of work. Now, the thing is, though, why not lean towards this, since other things in this loadout put in the work against the smaller pesky Terminids? I just find that by utilizing the Breaker Incendiary with the other aspects of this build, for me, puts in a lot more work and damage, because I end up using my stratagems to really knock out any of the medium armor that become overwhelming. If not, really the flamethrower will really knock it out. So with that being said, I really find that the Breaker Incendiary is more of my playstyle when just really knocking out the group of hordes of small Terminids that just really try to hunt you down. So with that being said, we're going to move on to the secondary, which is our GP31 grenade pistol. Now, I will say that you could also run other variants here, such as the Redeemer, such as the Senator, but I find with this build, this is your only way, besides maybe a 500 kg, to close some bug holes in the build loadout that I'm going to be presenting here. And not only does it clear out bug holes very well, but also the AoE effect of the grenade pistol I found to be pretty useful. So this is the secondary that I like to use when utilizing the Scorcher build loadout. And lastly, with the grenade slot, I have found so much success using the G23 stun. If y'all know me, I really am a big fan of the G16 impact. However, I have to give it to the stun grenade in this build, solely due to the fact that I think it's the glue of the build. Why do I think it's the glue of the build? Well, whenever there's a horde of Terminids or a charger running at you, for example, you toss this puppy down, you whip your flamethrower or your Breaker Incendiary or a napalm strike on it, and you go to town on all the Terminids that is basically in the crowd control effect radius. And I really enjoy that type of playstyle. Now, you could also even use it if you want to really time it with the Bile Titans. Obviously, this doesn't affect the Bile Titans, but when the Bile Titan's walking towards you, there's a lot of times where a charger will be running at you or charging at you, or the Terminids are all running at you. I have found where you can stun that crowd controlled area, the Bile Titan perfectly walks in that scenario. You drop a 500 kg, and then you're getting collateral damage, which, hey, that's pretty good for a stun grenade. So I have to give it to the stun grenade for this build, for setting up basically a home run for me every time when utilizing the flames. Now, that also leads to the armor choice that I have here, which would be the armor passive of the medkit. I find that this helps me with my mistakes whenever I'm not going to lie, when I'm really blind and I'm walking into a patch of fire that I just caused and I'm on fire and I am dying very quickly. This really helps me out, and I would say, the medkit overall is also honestly just a solid take, but realistically, I don't really need the engineering kit here. You could make the argument, well, what about, the increased initial inventory and holding capacity of grenades or your stun grenades? You would be right. That would be a very fair point, but I'm getting both value here with the increased initial inventory holding capacity of stims and also the effect duration, which really comes into play whenever you make a mistake with the Scorcher build, because you end up burning yourself and dying really quickly. So again, it's more of a crutch, I would say. This is like the crutch of the build, and I like running the medium armor of this. I don't believe there's light armor. I haven't seen it, but excuse my ignorance if that is the case. Please comment down below if I'm wrong. Please let me know. But I just don't recall seeing a light medkit variant. But I also very aware that I don't have potentially all of the light armor. So anyway, with that being said, we're going to move on to the stratagems here. So with the stratagems, the bread and butter of the build is the flamethrower, right? So this flamethrower allows for so much damage to be put out, especially like I was saying earlier with the DOT fix. I would like to say I see a difference in how good. I think the flamethrower is in a very good spot, and I probably shouldn't say that out loud because that might get nerfed, but I think it's in a very good spot. And combining it with the stun grenade and putting it overall in this build, you can really put a lot of damage, especially against the chargers and the medium armor terminids. Now, you could make the argument, well, why don't you just use an expendable anti-tank or, a quasar cannon? Listen, this is a Scorcher build, and we're looking to have fun and to burn these things. We're not looking to be the most efficient and effective. So next up is going to be the Hanger, and that is where we will jump into the Eagle Napalm Airstrike. Pretty self-explanatory, similar to the Eagle Airstrike and somewhat of a cluster bomb, right? But with the Napalm Airstrike, you absolutely scorch these bug breaches. Like, oh my lordy, it just puts in so much work. And when you stun them in, I like to throw down a Napalm Airstrike and stun, and man, you just stack up kills. And then the long-lasting effect of the napalm on the ground can pick up any of the stragglers. So it's quite nice. That leads me to the 500 kg. So when we're in a pickle, the Eagle 500 kg is typically in every single loadout that I see or try to make variations of, because it's just so impactful. Just being able to have a get out of jail free card, and you get 2 of them once you max out your ship modules. It does very well, and you are very impactful in the battlefield because, as we see right here, the Bile Titan gets absolutely decimated. And as we were saying earlier with the stun grenades, throw a stun grenade down, you might even get some collateral damage, and the more kills you get on it, right, the better it is for you, because that's less that you have to deal with. So last and not least, I have found so much success using the Guard Dog Rover, and to you guys, it's probably not a surprise. I like the Guard Dog Rover. Personally, I will typically run things like a jump pack over the Guard Dog Rover, because I found that the Guard Dog Rover ends up killing me and sometimes my teammates. But here's the thing. That's just called being better. I know, guys. I just need to be better. But in all reality, this build for me is designed to be as aggressive as possible, trying to put the hurtin' on the terminids, essentially. While I'm using my flamethrower in any channels to block off any of the enemies from pushing onto a defensive position, all the way to attacking a bug breach or attacking any medium hives, or whatever it may be the case. This thing really comes in clutch, especially whenever it's watching my back. And then whenever you're retreating, this thing also kills any stragglers that you don't really want to pay too much attention to. Again, I know I'm beating a dead horse here, because I know you guys probably use this thing and you're like, yeah, we know that, Frosty, but it's why I incorporate it in the build. The other thing I would say is I was using the shield generator back with this, and I'll tell you, I really like this as well. But for the sake of being aggressive, the Guard Dog really puts in the work. Now, on top of that, there's a ship module called the Enhanced Combustion that really synergizes, obviously, right, with the new ship modules that came out. I guess not so new now, but increases fire damage from stratagems increased by 25%, again on top of the DOT fix that happened, I believe, in patch 01.00.302. It really makes this build put together. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the loadout here that I present to you of what I believe is the best Scorcher loadout. And again, if you guys have other variations, please let me know. So with that being said, guys, don't forget that we do stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. EST. And then we pretty much take those and we put it on YouTube. So if we're either doing our TYL series or we're doing any build variations that I'm wanting to try, that's where I'm pulling it from. So hey, if you're interested in checking us out live, be free to check us out there. And with that being said, if you guys like the video and want to see any more future uploads, don't forget to like and subscribe, as that really helps the channel grow and we can build the community around Helldivers and potentially any other games that y'all like. So I hope you guys enjoy the loadout explanation of what I think and why that I use this type of variation. And then also feel free, if you want to stay, to see how the gameplay goes, to see an example of how I use the loadout. Now, with that being said, happy diving, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Hey guys, real quick, post edit Frosty here. I still wanted to keep this game footage, as you'll see near the end. We did kind of crash at the end as we were getting ready to extract during a very frantic and butt-clenching moment, as you guys will see as you approach near the end. So hopefully that doesn't really affect anything, and this is also a no commentary gameplay, solely due to the fact that the commentary somehow got corrupted from OBS, so we'll try getting that fixed for the next one. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next dive.
Sending in an eagle. Bug tunnel breach. Have a taste of democracy. Boom! Target down. Tag's empty. Get some! Get some! Canister's empty.
Calling down a support weapon.
Sending out an
Allied
SOS.
destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver to combat zone.
Calling in reinforcements.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Feels good! Get some! Get some!
Found something! Jackpack inbound. Calling down a support weapon.
Ready to liberate.
Dropping a pin. Northeast. 100 meters.
Tag's empty.
Sending in an eagle.
Tagging map. Southeast. 100 meters. New canister.
Requesting air support. Reinforcing.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Got a sample.
Tagging map. North.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Requesting air support.
Request approved. Reinforcements. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Eagle.
Reinforcing!
Heavy. Northwest. Close. My life for super art!
Bug outpost!
Thank you.
Yeah! Reinforcing.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way. Objective critical stratagem available.
Helldivers never die!
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Enemy elite. Northeast. 50 meters. Rare sample acquired! Rare sample acquired! Dropping a pin. Northeast. Far.
Bug outpost spotted! Requesting air support!
Eagle 1 rearming. Be back shortly.
Calling in reinforcements. Heavy. Southeast. Close.
minutes remaining.
Canister's empty. Bag's empty.
Package acquired. Dropping package. Package acquired. Dropping package. Package acquired. Dropping package. Found something. Package acquired. Bug tunnel breach. Dropping package.
Heavy, southwest. On my position. Throwing supply beacon. Requesting air support.
Calling in reinforcements. Injury. What injury?
Request
I
approved.
need
Deploying
steps.
reinforcements.
Supplies.
Joining the fray.
Tagging them. South, 300 meters. Rare sample acquired!
Liberty emerges victorious yet again.
Sending in an eagle.
Extract when ready. Tagging map, southwest, 200 meters.
An eagle
Bag's
never
empty.
misses.
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
Bug hive. Package acquired. Dropping package.
Reloading.
Package acquired. Dropping package. Package acquired. Dropping package. Sending in an eagle.
Extraction is available.
Bugs. Calling in reinforcements!
Joining the fray.
Support weapon. Tagging location.
Calling down a support weapon.
Sending down equipment package.
Holy grenade!
Requesting air support.
Unleashing democracy.
Sweet liberty! My leg!
Sending in an eagle. Reinforcing.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
My leg!
Calling in extraction.
Reinforcing! Heavy. Southwest. On my position.
Democracy has landed. Requesting air support. Calling in reinforcements.
Requesting orbital strike. Joining the fray. Calling in reinforcements.
On my position.
Tagging location.
Reinforcing. Bag's empty.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Sending in an eagle. Practical democracy.
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Sending in an eagle. Requesting air support.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Get some! Get some! Last reload.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Calling in reinforcements.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Sending in an eagle.